Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Wonder Snatch. It's Snatchoween, so we're getting ready for our Boolesque 3 little swap of horrors. And today I think I do a spooky look, okay? I've always wanted to do one of these Frankenstein looks where like different bits stitched together. And this time I think I'm going to pay tribute to all the queens that inspired me being stitched together into a big Wonder Snatchoween monster. Alright, okay, so join me in my very first Snatchoween look, maybe my last before the show. Yeah, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, okay, so I've prepped my entire base and I've drawn on kind of like the sections of my face that I want to do. Okay, so this side I think will be a Violet Chachki-esque kind of a gothic pale skin. Here's of course Trixie Mattel. The rest of it, I don't know, I guess Brooklyn Heights. She also inspires me a lot. Okay, so I think that's it. Okay, so let's start with the paler complexion here for Gottmik / Violet Chachki. I think I'm just going to use some concealer. The one size can turn up the base concealer. Okay, so that's one corner. I've been styling a wig over the last few days. It's actually a wig that I kind of destroyed trying to color. Okay, it's one of these cheap fibers that turn completely green. So I put it into a little ponytail updo and hopefully it will look like a nice Halloween wig. Okay, this side is going to be more flesh toned for my Trixie Mattel. So that's my 5W. I think this side too, this is going to be more flesh colored. It's okay to go right up to the borders. Okay, I'm going to clean it up later. Okay, and then with the same Derma blend, but this time I'm lightening it up for this, so it's a slightly different color using my AOA. Okay, see, so I've almost like I have 3 different colors going on here. I'm going to be painting all the way down my body as well. Okay, and this corner of the face I think is going to be green. Okay, to give me that zombie-ish look. Okay, I've got some of this green face base. This green foundation, I'm going to squeeze some out. Okay, just using one of my paint brushes, I'm just going to paint this on the edges. Okay, so I'm just laying down these colors. Now I'm going to fill in this part here and this part here, a little bit here with red, okay, because it's going to be some exposed flesh. And for that, I've got my Glisten Cosmetics. I've got this new color that, Alice Atlantis and a whole bunch of other queens have been using. I think a little bit of this goes a long way. So using a paintbrush too. I'm going to use this to fill in these gaps. This is very good quality stuff. It's really thick. Okay, so far very Christmassy. I look almost like a candy cane, but it will all come together when I add all the details later. Don't talk when you do this, you idiot. I'm gonna add a bit of this Glisten Cosmetics yellow on this end of it, just to brighten up it a little bit in the middle here. So that brightens that up a little bit, and I'm going to do the same for this side. I'm going to add the same concealer on this side so that I can brighten this area here. Okay, let's get those eyebrows on. So this side is going to be a Chachki-esque eyebrow. This side is going to be a Trixie-esque eyebrow. Actually, let's go in and draw Trixie's eyeliner first, how she always does it. How she always does it on a wet base. And here I'm going to draw on in brown first, the Chachki-esque eyebrow. Okay, and I think Trixie also does her shadow first, so let's go in with the shadow. on this side. I think today, since it's Halloween, let's do purple. I'm gonna use the Pretty Funny palette, the Bob and Monet's palette, because I really love them too. Using the purple called Stunner. Start off my crease here. This is a wet-based technique that Trixie always does. So I do think that, I don't know, in my mind, Victoria Wonder Snatch is like Trixie Mattel by way of Violet Chachki. I would actually throw some Jinx Monsoon in here too. Her style is a little bit more different, a little bit more difficult to emulate. Yeah, so if I could have like the amalgamation of all these amazing queens, that would be my dream. Go in with this deeper purple called Hallucinate from the Sensorium palette. Trixie Mattel's eyebrow usually goes quite high up. Alright, I'm just going to powder this off camera, and I think I need to fix this bloody tape. Okay, and I'll be right back. Alright, powdered, knocking off all the powder, and redid my tapes on that side. Okay, so a very cunty crease here. I'm going to use my Forget Me Not palette, going in with like this grayish color called All I Need. Okay, and I'm going to start off my crease. Just going straight black. Okay, and then blend it out just a little bit. And you can blend it out a little bit with that gray. Going in and cut that crease. Okay, set that with white from my Gothic palette. Set that with black. I'm going to deepen this with a little bit of black too, here, the crease. Giving this side a black brow. So that's one side done. Now this side, I'm just going to cut that crease. A bit of a neutral shade. This is going to be a very, very, very messy day. And using the Trixie liner brush, this is the brush that she swears by. I'm just going to go in and fill in those brows. The light taupey shade. Okay, this is starting to look really quite crazy. Also get in some of that color on this, the underside, Trixie eye. Okay, now using a bit of the hotline and the white hotline, I'm going to use that to fill in the white there. I'm just going to go off and try to fix this Trixie eye and fill in this black liner, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've finished off the Trixie eye, and now I'm just going to add some color and dimension to the red bits. Okay, this is supposed to be the bloody bits. I've gone in and packed on some red shadow, and I'm using this burgundy, deep burgundy brown just to shade in the edges. This is from the Sensorium palette still. Okay, if you could make a Frankenstein monster out of a whole bunch of drag queens, which ones would you choose? Okay, and after deepening that, I'm just going to color that in with some muscle fibers. Okay, just revising a little bit of my facial muscular anatomy. And I'm just going to be drawing in some striations there. Okay, so here would be the frontalis. Striations go downwards. You need a dry brush. So let's go in with some contours. Let's start with the lighter shade here. I'm going to use a bit of a shade in his forehead. This is using Together from the Forget Me Not palette. And on this side, something a little bit warmer. Using Anticipation. Start off the contours of the cheek here. Going in a bit deeper on this side. Okay, and then don't forget to fill in the green parts too. So still using the Sensorium palette, I'm going in with Molecule. Color this in a little bit. I'm gonna keep this yellowish bit there. Okay, it's coming together, it's coming together. Okay, and then using Priori, which is a bluish, deep bluish green, I'm using this for my contour. To continue on from the top there. Okay, so that's... Okay, now I'm just going to go along the edges of all this to give it this fleshy tone. First, going in at the grayish one, I'm just going to go into Remember. Go along the sides of the skin there, just to make it look like it has a little bit of raised edge, just about where it starts to be stitched on. Warmer one for this side. And a slightly deeper one for this side. So I'm using the Priori, which is the deepest shade. Okay, it's coming together. And now for the stitches, I'm going to use my black eyeshadow and draw in these holes, okay, on the other side, on each side. Okay, so these are like the holes for the stitches. This looks, it's starting to look a bit nuts, but trust the process. And now I'm going to get some whites. I'm going to use the same white water activated paint, okay, and I'm going to draw the stitches on. And crisscross. Yep, so that's pretty much it. Okay, I'm just going to deepen up some of these, add some shadows and everything, and then I'm going to throw on a lip, do the rest of my body, and I'll be right back with the finished look. Alright, and this is the finished look. This is a twist on the Barbie look I did last year, okay, with a similar hair. This is the hair that was destroyed. It gave this really nasty green, which is actually perfect for Halloween, okay, and all stitched up. Part Violet Chachki, part Trixie Mattel, and all Wonder Snatch. Alright, so happy Snatchoween. I don't think I'm going to have time to do very much more looks for... Oh, stupid light. The light behind me has died. Okay, I don't think I'm going to have much time to do very much more Snatchoween looks this year. Okay, the light behind's died. But anyway, because I am making a couple of looks for my show, okay, Quabre Boolesque 3 Little Swap of Horrors. Okay, so if you haven't got tickets for that yet, please get tickets soon because it's going to be an amazing show, okay? We're basically spoofing Little Shop of Horrors. I'm going to be Audrey, okay, and it's going to be really, really vulgar, okay? Very different for Quabre. Alright, so if you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and ring that bell for post notifications, and I'll see you in the magazines. Bye. Links to Quabre Boolesque 3 is in the bio. Alright, big hint, I'm gonna be a very, very, very famous alien queen as well. Alright, see you.